Hi friends, welcome to Metis. Today we are going to discuss some important questions on Paradise Lost and Lycidas written by John Milton. So first one, Paradise Lost. When was Paradise Lost published for the first time? Answer 1667. 10 books ആയിരുന്നു. When was the second edition published? In 1674 with 12 books. Next one, Paradise Lost belongs to the genre of epic poem in blank verse. Which one is the longest book in Paradise Lost? Answer book 9. What are the major themes in book 9? Fall of man, man's disobedience, justification of the ways of God to man. Which muse is invoked by Milton? Urania, the celestial patroness and muse of Christian inspiration. For how many days Satan hides in the dark side of the earth? Answer 7 days. On 8th day Satan returns to Eden disguised as a mist. Which river is mentioned in book 9? Answer Tigris. Where did he stand after crossing the river Tigris? He stands near the tree of life. What form does Satan takes in book 9? Answer Serpent. What is the suggestion Eve makes to Adam at the beginning? To divide their labor. Who called Eve as goddess among gods? Answer the serpent. Who is the infernal serpent in Paradise Lost? Satan. Why Eve is amazed to see the serpent? Because the serpent could talk. What Satan persuaded Eve to do? To eat forbidden fruit from tree of knowledge. What happened when Eve ate the fruit? Earth felt the wound and all was lost. Why Adam ate the apple even after knowing all the consequences? Because of his love for Eve. What happened after Eve ate the forbidden fruit? She lost innocence. By which leaves they hide their nakedness? By fig leaves. Who was the angel who guarded Eden? Uriel. Who warned Adam about Satan? Answer Raphael the archangel. Who helped Milton to write Paradise Lost? Andrew Marvell. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Who said this? Satan. Felix culpa means fortunate mistake. So these are some important questions on Paradise Lost. Let's move on to next, Lycidas. Lycidas is a runner. It's a pastoral elegy. Lycidas is written in 1637. In which year Lycidas was published? In 1638. Lycidas comes under the collection of elegies named Justa, Edouardo, King Naufrago. To whom does the poem dedicated? Mourns on the death of Edward King. He was the friend of John Milton. Milton calls Lycidas as a Monody. He calls it because it's sung by a single character. How many lines are there in the poem Lycidas? 193 lines. Who was Lycidas? Lycidas was a shepherd in Virgil's Eclogues. What are laurels, myrtles, and ivy? The laurels represent Apollo, the myrtle bow is sacred to Aphrodite, and the ivy is Dionysian's wine. All these are flowers. How many parts are there in Lycidas? 6 sections. Prologue, epilogue, and 4 sections. Who is the saint arrives to mourn? Saint Peter. What god appears in Lycidas? Orpheus, who referred as pilot of the Galilean lake, Saint Peter. Which image appears throughout the poem? The image of water. Cambridge University is compared to River Camus. Sisters of the Sacred Well refers to Acnip or Hippocrene, two springs that were thought to be the dwelling places of the Muses, 9 Muses. Fame is no plant that grows on mortal soil, nor in the glistening foil. Who said this in the poem Lycidas? Phoebus. Who is Phoebus? Phoebus is the Roman name of Apollo, Greek god of sun, music, and poetry. Who is Hippotates? The god of winds. Who is to blame for Lycidas' death? The ship. What did Saint Peter carries in his hand? 2 keys, golden key and iron one. The speaker asked which animal to help Lycidas. Dolphins. How old was when Edward King died? 25 years old. How did he die? He died by drowning in a shipwreck. At last he rose and twitched his mantle blue. Tomorrow to fresh woods and pastures new. These are the last lines of the poem Lycidas. So this is all about for today. Thank you.